Alright everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm going to be making a nice serving tray with some cedar wood and a resin river that goes all the way through. So let's get to it. Alright, here's the mold we're going to be using. It's from Crafted Elements, 12 by 16. Got some pieces of cedar. Just got to figure out, I got to trim these up a little bit just to get them to fit in here right and kind of get everything arranged. And found a nail. It's always great for the saw blade. Got everything trimmed, all fits good. Went ahead and cut part of it off. Got that nail out of there by doing that. We just got to get some of this loose stuff out. Sometimes router works real well. Get that like bark out of these grooves and some of this other stuff. So that's what I'm doing here. Got some mold release. I really like these molds. I use them a bunch of times. One thing I don't like about this one is some of these higher ones. You can see they're a little flimsy, where it's just hard to keep that tight, perfect square. And that kind of bows these out. See if a brick will fix that. We'll give this a day and be back. Okay, so all I'm doing here is basically I'm just sealing the wood before I touch up or fill in these little holes and pockets that I'm gonna need to do. Cedar is one of those woods where it's a little porous, and if you don't do this, if you end up spilling some of the colored resin on the actual wood or overflows, it's actually gonna end up leaving spots. So if you go ahead and seal everything first, then fill in all your little holes, your gaps, things like that, then you shouldn't have that problem. Alright, next day that little seal coat of resin we put on is dry. Now I'm going in just filling some of these little holes and cracks. Okay, here I am feeding everything through the belt sander, getting some of that excess resin off, just getting everything nice and flat, and preparing it for the next step. And here it is, looking good. And from here, taking it to the joiner where we're just cleaning up the edges, have some excess resin kind of leaked out on some of the sides, and just getting all the corners and the edges all cleaned up and squared away. And now my favorite part, sanding. I start with an initial 100 grit, and then I do a water pop, and then go back to 100, and then from there work all the way up to 400. And here I am just drilling some holes for the handles. I go ahead and mark these beforehand, and then use a drill press just to try to make sure I drill them straight. And here comes the handles and feet. These are just some standard black cabinet pulls that I get off of Amazon. Once I get these in place, put a little bit of mineral oil on it, finish buffing some Odie's oil at the end, and be all done.